Hey guys, Taro here. Welcome back to another episode of GT Online Racing, this time back in the Bungie 900 arc, because I want to give it another chance to actually prove itself that it's not a HRT in a straight line. Starting in pole position, so I'm starting where I want to finish, so all the omens are going towards this car, and Kobe's away. Here comes a Wagner, of course. I mean, well, the Wagners are just supreme on traction, so I guess that kind of makes sense to be pulling away a little bit now. No, they're on the curb actually. I didn't sign well. I think they hit the sign, but maybe it's been a bit of lag. But now they're curbing as well. But either way, the Banshee 900R is one of the fastest cars in Supercars class. It should be easy catching back up to that Wagner now. The longer the straight goes on, I think we are actually trying to catch back up into a little bit now. So we've got a corner coming up now, so should be advantage Wagner, I guess. But these corners are full throttle anyway, so it's not going to make too much difference. You get outside there. Actually, you want to tap the wall lucky. You actually catch the fence there in one of the gaps. Otherwise, we just fell straight off the side of this. Why are we being gouged by that Wagner? We're on straight. This is where the car is going at maximum speed downhill as well. I think it should be going supremely quickly, and we're getting gapped by a Wagner, which I don't think is even like in the top 10 or so, probably. Because you know, with the corner cars, they're not usually too fast in a straight line. You know, we're still in second place actually. Are we going to have enough speed to get over this jump? I've got a feeling that we're not. We're getting this side. Okay, we do have thankfully enough speed for something, but this car is just horrifically slow in a straight line. I don't know why it's doing so badly. It's meant to be, I think, joint fastest, but the 811 is faster around a lap, so that'll be the better car to choose out of the two. But we're being caught up by, I think, another Wagner behind us now. I think we have enough speed to go to that jump as well. Yeah, that Wagner's definitely getting on us. I think there's only about 5 people in this race, and if any of them are in stock cars as well, they're probably going to come up and catch me as well at this point. No, I don't tell you going to jump off to the side here. We're just about going to land it in. And yeah, just managed to land on the curb, so we're landing where we need to be, and now we're curb boosting, which I think is actually pulling us away in front of that Wagner a little bit. But this Banshee 900R should be pulling leaps and bounds on that Wagner behind, and the one that's just miles in front now in the lead as well is coming down to another corner. But this one's also full throttle, so should do us okay around here as well. Go down to the next piece of track. Oh, why is that finding a straight line speed from? Why is this constantly moving? A bit of a slide as well. This car is just horrific in straight line speed. What is wrong with this car? It has to be stunt race specific. That this car is just a complete boat, especially in terms of cornering. But straight line speed is like a canal boat. It goes about 2 miles an hour. And again, okay, give it a slide, but I'm pretty happy with how that line of that corner went. But we just got nothing to straight speed. Literally, is this like the Dodge McLaren Honda or something from 2017, where it's okay through the corners, but in straight line speed it is just a lawnmower? Actually, I think I'm just in a glorified lawnmower at this point. So they're coming through about the final sector of the lap. I've got much longer to go, running out. Oh, well, there's just got some bus turning there. So I think this thing might actually have a bus engine in it. Not in terms of the power, in terms of the weight and just how slow it is on it, generally everything. Anyway, they're coming up now into what is really the final corner, because you've got one straight downhill zone left to go. But if it's anything like the first one, we're not going to catch that Wagner up in front of us. You know, they're going for a split session. I'll go to the other side that the Wagner doesn't, because it's going to make absolutely no difference. These two sides of the track are exactly the same on one side or the other, but if there's any chance we can try and do something to catch that Wagner front, as the lead has just finished. I mean, they weren't too far in front of us, really, but this is a Banshee 900R. You should have been easily gapping them on a race like this as well. But coming up now to the finish line, it's going to be the most mundane P3 finish I think I've ever had in a car that should have won the race. We're going from one car that's slow to another car that is intentionally meant to be slow in a straight line. The LG this time now in a kind of like tanned orange colour. Now then, starting towards the mid-pack, so not at the back at least this time. We're going P6, P7 start actually a full-up race here, so we're going to plenty of time to track. There goes a Pariah already, which isn't surprising. It's a sports car race. Of course, there's going to be at least one Pariah. Now they're actually getting some pretty good height now, coming into this looks like a double-handed ring of one, getting on a bit of moisture there. Of course, this race it probably was just raining in free mode or something for there to be the odd puddle or two. Going to dry up quickly enough, and actually there's a Flash GT. You don't see them too often outside of rally races. That's one having a bit of a lift off there, because actually the car ramping the wall, and just how much I say it there, they do, but that's exactly why I lifted off, so we won't actually end up doing that. But actually getting some good momentum there, actually keeping up with the Jester race car for us, because the Jester is a good all-round car, so it won't have the best track line speed either, but this LG, as I'm sure you want to by now, is great on traction, but not too good on track speed. It's basically what the Red Bull F1 car is for this season, if you made it into a Nissan Skyline. Now coming under braking now for this uphill corner, this uphill left hand, it's like in theory could be quite a difficult corner because uphill braking zones have never been my strong point, but it looks like that corner was pretty simple. You can actually gain a little bit of a boost off the bridge. That could go horrifically wrong if you just get a little bit further out. You know, we're up into P4, they're just making up places through consistency. Because actually we're actually in a car that is meant to be how it is, so we can actually try and fight here for a podium as well. They come now, right now into the docks. There's actually someone right here to wall. Actually, oh, there's a bit of lag. You know, it's like, are we actually getting on there? They left us two massive tyre tracks there, so mostly we've got some massive torque going through those rear wheels. Managed to get though up into P3, so managed to get past them using our momentum, but now here comes the strainer, here comes the advantage that the Jester has in straight line speed. But as you can see, there's not ultimate challenge to this. Next time we run out BY, there's back into the wall. We launched ourselves, we just about managed to control it, just like that LG did back on the start of the opening lap. We drop back down there into P4, but crucially though, we haven't lost too much time to the car in front. Now we're coming now onto lap 204. And coming through the first sector now, we've had a lap, so pretty much know where we're going now. It's just about exploring the limits of the track now into this double right-hander. We can try and get this right this time, because the track this time is completely dried up, so you've got no chance of locking up into any of the corners this time now. So you've got still not really dropping the two cars behind us. And I imagine that they're probably in Jesters as well, because I couldn't quite see what cars they're in. Either Quick Squad having a nice little lift on there once again. It's definitely not breaking that time, so definitely getting more confident with that corner. I think they actually are gaining though back on this Jester in front of us to come through the corner, so this is where they've eventually been out coming now onto this straight to go for a little curvy stage. We've just got to try and find any advantage that we can to try and minimise the pain loss down this straight. We're going now for the code of the fudge goes a little bit now, moving on into the uphill corner. We managed to get through there perfectly okay once again. You're actually now reading in the Jester, so I don't know how we're catching them through corners. We just take out a little sign there, that's not going to do anything. I'd rather take out the sign there than the pole. They're going to braking now up to the this bridge corner. I'm actually using all the runoff. Well, I say runoff, it's just more using the track limits. So you've actually got a runoff if there's a wall on the other side. Coming now, yes, it's right now again. That time actually they ran out really wide. Actually, they fell off. Is that lag where they actually fell off this time? I think we're in P3 for now. Are we staying in P3? There's nothing else happening. I think we're actually in P3 this time. I think they legitimately just yeeted themselves into the ocean. Either no, we're into P3, but the lead two are completely gone at this point. In terms of realistic, we need to make a mistake. We get this corner right this time, do we? Perfectly getting into the cove there as well. So realistically, with 2 laps left to go, I don't think we're going to be catching the top 2 unless they make a massive mistake. And I'm moving a bit further on now, quite a bit further into the race actually. I think this might end up being actually the final lap. We're still in P3. But I mean, we've still got 2 cars right behind us, so it's not been the most easiest P3 anyway. Running a bit wide actually into wall. We're going for a grind. We're getting a grind on the bridge. I was so lucky at that. How did I manage to hold that? That was pure luck. I don't think if I tried to do that again, if I tried to do that on purpose, I would have just completely got stuck in between like the iron girders of the bridge. And we're using this nice curvous line there until with the 2 cars not too far behind us. That could have just given the advantage there to try and steal my podium position. I mean, at least I feel more happy with this podium place this time. Otherwise, is now just finishing. Actually, just second place also. Quite a good fight there between the top 2. Of course, a fight that we're definitely nowhere near. Either coming into the final corner now, we get a nice line there, getting about onto the cone and pack line once again, and then a nice exit out of the corner as well. And even nice way with the finish line, because this podium I'm actually happy with because it's legitimate for what the car should be. And definitely a lot further ahead on this Jester, but this wasn't the one that fell into the ocean. But our best lap though, it wasn't the best, as you can see, about 3 seconds off the best lap of the winner, actually Beaky24. So they've shown a few races recently where Beaky's actually won quite a few of them, so GG to them, just dominating this playlist of races that they're all taken from. But a P3 finish, actually pretty happy with that. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed me driving 2 really slow cars, but one I'm actually happy that I drove. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, you've got to level up. Also, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget to give me a follow on all of them. They'll be linked down in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.